Alright, y'all, this is my first vlog in about 11 days, and I promise y'all, I've not done nothing. I've actually gotten genuinely pretty decent results, in my opinion. I am at day 2 of week 3 in, with starting Charlie Morgan's Imperium Academy, and I did something that seems counterintuitive, but I think helped me out a lot. At the end of week 1, I'd fully finished all of the course curriculum, and I was having a lot of stress with trying to set up the actual business portions because he says it's completely free, but there's the ClickFunnels fee, which is $100, a bunch of payment processor fees, which is like I think $60 in total or something like that. Then a bunch of other fees that amount to like $150 to $200 a month in total. And that was giving me a lot of stress because maybe for 1 month that's not that big of a deal, but he was mentioning how you can go on for like 1 year and still not have clients, and that's completely normal. And if you're doing that like $150 to $200 a month for a full year, that's like around $2,000, which is a hefty fucking portion to have no money at all. So what I figured out I would do is, instead of paying for the payment processors and the LLC and all that now, I simply paid for Google Business Admin, which allows me to have my company email. I paid for, instead of ClickFunnels, I know how to do web hosting and create websites using a source called Hostinger. And the websites also look a lot better than ClickFunnels because ClickFunnels just has a terrible system and it looks like shit, in my opinion. Maybe you love it. I don't. I tried the trial just because that's what Charlie Morgan was recommending. It was awful in my opinion, but that's just me. I'm sure some people swear by it. I just don't. I use Hostinger, and my site looks way better than ClickFunnels. But after week 1, I was going to start the week 2, but I kind of realized I really need to focus in on being fully immersed in my niche, and that's kind of more important than improving my mindset, because if I only have a limited amount of time in the day, I know Charlie says you should be working 5 hours on a course, but with a dating life, being a full-time student, and consistently working out and not like going mentally insane from overworking and burning out, if you want to actually build a business over a long period of time, because you can do that for like a few weeks to a month and then you're gonna be like, fuck, I hate my life, I'm doing something else, this is fucking terrible. And he'd probably say to that, like, you just don't want it bad enough. I guess I don't want it bad enough. But yeah, decided to scale back my time horizon, and I'm probably gonna finish it in much later, but I'm gonna do it fully right and do a great job with it. And by the time I'm finished, I'm gonna have a well built out business that I'm proud of, versus just skimming through it and kind of understanding a little bit, but not actually fully understanding it, and just not having a good system. But anyways, the actual meat and potatoes of this video, what caused me to be able to get fully immersed in my niche, I sent out outreach every single day, and it wasn't a lot of outreach, but my main sources were email and LinkedIn. And I tried for about a week, not that hard. I was only doing maybe 1 to 2 hours of outreach per day. That could shift on whether I needed to do admin tasks to fix my LinkedIn in a certain way or fix my email in a certain way, or try and watch more Charlie Morgan's videos. But I did it for a week and not even got one reply. But the moment I did this one switch, I was able to book 3 meetings in one day, which I just did today, and I did all of it, and it was really, really great. So what I would say to you is, instead of having founder in your bio and founder in your description, I think it's 100 times better to approach if you're trying to do market research from the perspective of saying, hey, I'm a student at blank, and go that route of just being like, hey, you're an expert, please help me out, instead of going and saying that, like, hey, I'm a founder of this, would you help me to like have a business? Because they're gonna automatically think you're selling something when you have the title of founder in your bio. And that's fine if you actually are selling something, but if your only intent is to just learn from them, then it's way better just to be able to say that you're doing market research in a certain industry and taking that approach. Because the moment that I did, I literally sent out 10 emails. One of those I got a reply back from, and I had an interview of that with today, and that was awesome. He's been in the industry 18 years. I learned a lot from it. I sent that same message on LinkedIn, got 4 replies back over the span of, I think, 2 days. I had 2 of those interviews today, and I plan on probably having another one of those interviews tomorrow, or actually I have a lot of computer fundamentals coursework to get through, so I'll probably do it sometime this weekend. But yeah, I think just approach it from the right angle and it can magically change for you, because just changing that is what made actually getting those interviews so incredibly easy, because it was framed in the right way. And the framing is the number one thing if you want to get those niche immersion interviews that you need to get right, in my opinion. Like, if you frame yourself as like, hey, I'm better than you, help me get even better than you, because I'm the founder of this place and you're just helping my excellence, no one's gonna take you up on that offer. But you come to them humbly saying like, hey, I recognize that you're an expert in this. Please help me to understand your perspective so that I can eventually use that to help improve and get into the same industry as you. That makes you look 100 times better. And you also actually act like a regular human being, and it's great. But yeah, that's the update. I'll update y'all when I've made significant progress again. The reason I stopped doing these daily was because it was a way for me to procrastinate doing actual work. So now I'm doing the actual work and doing these whenever I feel like it. But yeah, that's the chat for today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Thank you.